So who did Epstein work for? He would gather powerful individuals who would participate in disgusting acts. They will then be photographed and recorded, sometimes knowingly and other times unknowingly with hidden cameras. Were these individuals bribed in order to do things for Epstein or for those he worked for? How did a former middle-class schoolteacher with fake degrees become a multi-billionaire? How did he really die in prison? The official reports are sketchy to say the least. Was he seen as a liability by those he worked for? He was previously used to doing whatever he wanted with impunity. If we look into his roots and who he was associated with throughout his life, it's obvious who he worked for. Who was his partner in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell? She's often described as the brains behind the operation. She's the daughter of Robert Maxwell, Czechoslovak-born British media proprietor and politician. Real name, Jan Ludwig Hyman Benjamin Hock. Robert Maxwell has been suspected of having ties to multiple intelligence agencies, including the British MI6, the Soviet KGB, and the Israeli Mossad. The British Foreign Office suspected Maxwell of being a secret agent of a foreign government, possibly a double agent or a triple agent, and a thoroughly bad character. Shortly before Maxwell's death, Ari Ben-Menash, a former employee of Israel's Military Intelligence Directorate, approached a number of news organizations in Britain and the US with the allegation that Maxwell and the Daily Mirror's foreign editor, Nicholas Davies, were both long-time agents for Mossad. Ben-Menash also claimed that, in 1986, Maxwell informed the Israeli embassy in London that Mordecai Vanunu revealed information about Israel's nuclear capability to the Sunday Times, then to the Daily Mirror. Vanunu was subsequently kidnapped by Mossad and smuggled to Israel, convicted of treason and imprisoned for 18 years. Robert Maxwell, who died on November 5, 1991, was buried in a high-profile ceremony on the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem, treated almost as a state funeral. The ceremony, attended by Israeli leaders like President Chaim Herzog and Prime Minister Yitzhak Shamir, honoured his contributions to Israel despite the controversy surrounding his death and business dealings. So it is quite obvious who Epstein worked for when you see his surroundings. It's also obvious by which government benefited the most by blackmailing those in power when you look at which country can do whatever it wants with impunity.